What's up, everyone? Today is a day of day two of this. What's that? It's still the same day. Today's day is Transformers Age of Extinction Studio Series. There's grimlock here. Actually, a Titan Glass grimlock here. I brought it from Maximus Hub. Yeah. So, as you might know, where to open your mask? So simple. It was right over there. That. And here we have the massive a Titan. I didn't expect that. So, we know that Grimlock is one of the main Titan character as the King of Dinos. Yes. We have his weapon here. That is the maze. We have his Grimlock Dino Maze. Grimlock's hat. Okay. Grimlock's hand. Mostly important. The stuff. Yes. Now where to put that stuff? Now get the dino. Here we have the Grimlock. Out of the world's box. A humongous box. Mostly important as the dino. But giant gargantuan's box. Okay, so if you wanted to be more specific, Grimlock, and you can do that also. Keep doing it. So, Grimlock appears in 8 Transformers Age of Extinction. Grimlock appears as he appears in some mid-screen where Optimus Prime was captured by Lockdown, and he was made a part of the Dino once that exists in the life. He's knowing that the far century in knowing that the Grimlock is the T-Rex transformed into a Cybertronian T-Rex. And Grimlock, however, was a king of the Dinobots. Yes. Because he called himself a king because since we all remember it correctly, is this the correct way of the feet? Is it? Then why isn't it? Okay, so, yep. Yep. Okay, to combine the weapons. This is the correct way to combine. Is this the correct way to combine them? Okay, yep. Now I'm wondering where it was all the time. So, according to this, and open from both sides, and opening from both sides. How to work, right? But and use now it's working now. I touched these two. I can see of course. And wants to do Give me a second, Nick. Yep, it's working. And put those mace back. And voila! Grimlock's weapon is back to position. Am I doing it correctly? Alright. Okay, yep. Boola! Now that is the Grimlock's actual weapon. Here. Now we can see what a Grimlock looks like. Okay, so since we all know Grimlock has one arm for this, for our jaw, you can see, of course, the audience can see. So, and he's mostly colorful. He's a different color. Since I remember the other Grimlock was supposed to be silver, but however, due to a fact, I want to know, this is my originally, but it is a lookalike. So to transform this version of Grimlock's first, it's like a Titan glass Grimlock where this handle is supposed to do this, right? But no, this is just like a regular Voyager glass Titan version Grimlock, where there's no Optimus Prime on his back. So, and who even knows that method? The directors. The main director, Michael Bayes, created. It had no idea to make such products like that one here. I hope to see one movie is coming out soon. So to give Grimlock a mace, if correctly doing this. Oh, welcome to me, Costa. Really? That's your Costa. Correct. And here he is with. I want to. Okay, I'm curious. Out of my intention of my entire life, just for a comparison, this is like these two Grimlocks. At least the weapons is there, but I'm also curious for that. This Grimlock and this Grimlock, however, showing seems similar, showing a body texture. However, good quality one, different quality. How else this works? As you might ask, well, you see, this version has two heads from the sides, and I'm wondering, like, where is it coming from? What about this one? Does it do anything? Like in the movie, you saw that Grimlock has these two shoulders on the T-Rex's head on both sides of the shoulders. Yes. But however, like this is a movie, accurate movie due to the fact of the directors. That's the creation, and it's simple. It's very easy to make it more like a Cybertronian type Grimlock, and it is true. Due to the fact there is the jaws, us in around a chest, random parts, skirt here, and that humongous skirt here, and I have no intention. So what I'm saying is, no idea where it's coming from. And you can put a store, and you can store the Grimlock's weapon like this. Yep. Hey, I'm not that correct one. So yes. And also, it is very true because the Grimlock can store weapons as well. Only on this side. How to transform him with my ass? Well, it's just a huge six. Well, this is a huge way of how to transform him. So, how can I tell you? It's a lot of steps to do. We do. Like Grimlock here, like this one, was the easier steps, and I haven't heard her learn from any study series recording in progress. So Grimlock has that giant horn. This, yeah, And a grimlock, this version might be bronze, however, but due to the fact it is true. Like, this one is such a great design, like two T-Rex's head, you know, two T-Rex's head, and ooh, one of this is true. Oh, so this is what I meant. A real one and a fake one. Now I begin to wonder why the directors create such creating two T-Rex's head like that in a movie. But this one here is just a good design though. Fingers can move. There's only two fingers because the third one is literally stuck for no reason. Articulation of the head, side to side, up down. This chest piece going up. So squirrel. Or like, what the heck? Alright, why are you so small? So yeah, this is the only grimlock that's from the Age of Extinction that is a perfection. And then arms, good old ratchet joint, and move the T-Rex head, of course, the real one. And it can move the grimlock's head, you know, T-Rex's head from here, like, and he'll be like, huh? And he's just very curious, so like, like he's wondering like, how come I have two heads for no reason? So yeah, this is his funniest question of all time. Yes, people are like, I'm serious. And like, this is like the most grimlocks have much variant designs to be having this such matter when I ask. Like zebras and shit up here too. And here we have the gargantuan maze here with him. Now we can move his tail, and we can add his tail. What is this too? And we can add the tail. Ooh, I didn't expect doubly. Trolling. How can I tell? Trolling, of course. How to close the buzzer shooter. How to shoot it. You know, it's just a big one. Big one towards success. Like a gargantuan tail with that, like a little gun holding, like Grimlock holding his tail like a gun. You know, he can like I will pull the trigger. If you say one word again, Megatron, I will rather shoot you. I will rather shoot you and eat you. So yeah, this is like the comedian Grimlock here. So this one here is just a Titan glass Grimlock with the most successful from Maximus have, but due to a fact, this is from Bayway. Bayway made such a great quality from any world from what we know. I remember like this one here, like this Grimlock, fake Grimlock's head. Fake T-Rex's head is supposed to be like this, and I just close that up and like fold it in, and you can have two tiny heads out of existence, and Grandma will be like, "Huh? Then which one should I choose for which head should I choose? This head or this head?" Yeah, and also he doesn't talk from the movie because such a bummer from the director. Because director is such a bummer. Huh? Be free, we're my brothers. Legs like this. This I didn't expect it has huge gargantuan sound. Whoa! Okay, and there. Elbow band, the knee bands. Okay, let's grasp what's just like literally doing this to me. We're literally doing this to me, so they were like, I'm just gonna lick her up. Seriously, man. I mean, much other grimlocks was just a success. Like the OG G1 War for Cybertron and mostly other things around. Even for full Cybertron, but the grimlock from the Bayverse is just like a huge success. What can I say? How can I tell? And even for the knee bands, it's just like such a crazy design in this giant gargantuan skirt here. All three main weapons here. But meanwhile, for comparison, I can tell you. So as you can see, this version here is much taller as the fake size Titan glass. Okay. Let me show you what is the difference between this. Okay, so I can tell you, this head here is like this, with lots of screws here, and that version, however, has like a real massive jaw. He was like, meanwhile, it's like this, so oh, I can transform him with that version. How can I tell? Okay, there we go. Now we have a grimlock with this mount. Take two. No one can ever take this down. The power lies inside. Why is this? Man, it's easy to blend in. Now taking instruction. How many were there? 30 Sharon. Really? Oh, I'm dead. So, how to transform him? Okay. So let's say the fact. So there's the fact of the instructions. There are 37 instructions, and there's good news is there's an English version out of the Japanese misery. So let me just move the Titan in here, and to move outer Titan, and move this outer Titan. So the first one is showing like as shown, and now the second one is to pull the part out. So meaning that the top part where it's pointing at was actually the part of the head, so, along part with the torso. As you can see, these packs here, and pull it in. Now we already bend his head, turn this around, flip that back, and yeah. Now number 4 says, okay, now turn to the side. Now go to this side. If I'm not lying. Yep. Now, number 8 says, start transforming the left arm. So, my means of chances is move this. Move the Titan's head here. Straight. Rotate the head here. Move the mount. And whoa. I'm not doing what I'm doing here. And okay. Pull the dino head up. Rotate the arm in 180 degrees, correct? Put the head down, put the dino head down. Pull the entire arm till the end. But entire end, so the 13. Pull first up. Yep. So this is like this, right? And go up with the brown on it. I will become his mentor. I mean predecessor. So pull the jaw. Rotate the dino's double chin up. Okay, and combine those. Pull the chin up and put it. The dino apex should be right inside. The top must be inserted into the hole, as shown in Figure 1. Figure what? In Figure 1, yep. Pull the T-Rex's hand. Try transferring to the right hand. So, to the other side. Rotate the other one. Flip the panel. Split apart these fake heads. Split those fake heads. Oh, what does this say? Pull the part right. Oh. Okay, this is most hilarious. Okay, right side. Oh yes. So pull these pieces of the panel. Okay, pull these panels here. Now start transforming the lower body, aka the part of abdomen area with the legs. I'm just saying. Now further, pull the armor on the waist. Pull the armor on the waist. So yeah, and this one also too. And split the head. Well, split it. Split the big leg. Show. Find the taps. Find the taps. Put it back in. And you can see that this. And you can see that there's back here that's connected to this. And you can select it. Show. And it goes for the other one. And that, of course, since we already know that the pig from the chest, between two chests and that, number 30, as shown in that, joint on the thigh, is right on the tip. I removed the dino's arms. And of course, if you wanted to try something on that, You can try. Yes. So, guys, look for my extra self. Must be rare. This is like this, so. And if you can. And to tap the grimlock's tail, I shown that to install the dragon tail. What? I can do. So I shown the figure buckle the weapon into one. He tended your hand. And at 34 says as shown, buckle the tail down the tended on your hand. As shown, pull the weapon dragon tail on the back. Which tab? Which tab? Which tab from? Which tab from the grimlock? So here we have grimlock like this. It's not all. Oh, okay, never mind. So yes, we have grimlock into his dino mode. And we can do the transformation on the original. First things first, just put the jaws on the back of its place. Step 2 says pull the chest in your flames. Step 3 says that you should put these two arms where the chest be on the front of the chest. Step 3 says to pull those legs. Now number 4 says to pull the tail down. And finally, install the tire. If you want to know about 6, just put it back where it belongs. So it could be our character design. Here we have those grimlocks in their giant T-Rex's form. Hey, okay. So, I'm pretty be honest. This is the most efficient looking of dinos. So, there we have these two grimlocks. Oompa loompa. Okay, so do you want to one-shot transform back? If so, I can do that for you guys and for the Grimlock fan and for the Grimlock's fans. And bam! We have Grimlock into back to his robot modes, as I mentioned, with the magic with the power of stop motion. Or should I say magic? Because I'm a fast learner. You want to know the magic trick? I learned it from the master. So yeah, I am not joking. I learned it from my own. I learned it from myself and some towards some masters. Like, you don't even know what type of masters I'm referring to. Even though I'm not around, I watch some YouTubes to make how to transform Grimlock into his dino form and into his robot form as per my choice. So, yes, I am correct. If you want to know about Grimlock, if you want to put this Grimlock here, it was available in Maximus Hub because it's mostly famous, or at least, but what I'm saying is this version of Grimlock, the bronze with an entire metallic color, with the metallic color on, it has got a nice moves on. And but mostly important for the Grimlock side is that the two dino heads. Yes, and and mostly successful weapons like a hammer, a mace, and a tail. I don't know what can do with a tail, so what else? So, who knows? But according to that, it's giant because the original. Well, some people say from the some people say something about the original Studio Series Grimlock that he has a mace which is supposed to be transformed into a tail, since no other Grimlocks can do that method. So yeah, this is like this. That is what people saying though. Like the mace here, that the mace here transforms into a tail. For such purpose, we have the real tail, which literally fits to entire time. Meanwhile, the mace is a separate entity. While the other version of Grimlock was a separate entity. Was actually a separate entity. Well, technically is... You might want to know that because the original Studio Series Grimlock, as shown in any website you see, actually that version of Grimlock was showing it, but it's true from people's sites. That is a tail from Grimlock's hand, aka a mace, that he used to wear. That is actually a tail. And the people were just kind of, felt worried and wanted to try something new on creating a 3D printer or something. But thankfully to the Baby company creating a same Grimlock, but however, due to a fact, this time with different fact that it's not used as a tail, and yet this is the free hand. Yes, due to that this one is so corrective that it's all true, and what I meant is that is true, and also the details is great. The quality is such humongous, good, gargantually giant. How much Titans also, like, if I can tell you the comparison with other comparison. Areas with the success combining Bruticus. Boy, if I can tell you people, Bruticus might be slightly tall because the shoulders from their regular was insane. Yeah, totally insane from Grimlock and Bruticus. If I'm gonna give Bruticus a Decepticon tail, simple, would it mean that Grimlock will have flame? No. Technically, Grimlock is Autobot because from according to the team folklore, they were being built, but this Bayverse version shows different story. He's just he's being hunted by lockdown. He just wants knights. And yes, this version of Grimlock was actually a knight. People say the fact about the Grimlock was a knight. But the fact is, from Edformers and some random YouTuber knows the fact, wants to know about the fact. And it is true, so it is very true from their side, and actually that is their honest truth. That Grimlock is a knight. And why people say that Dinobot was a... Did the catches wonder that the Grimlock was a knight? And it is like this. So the box never lies. The design is obviously like this. Due to the fact is that the mace and stuff, And due to the fact of maze and something, what is true. Like the back on the box, the front of the box is literally never lies. It literally haunted the grimlock for centuries. Okay. So yeah, this is what the grimlock look. So yes, the grimlock's main weapon is actually the two weaponize. And the grimlock's maze is success. So, if you want to know about Grimlock, it's from the Maximus Hub store, online store, one of the greatest online store ever. Like and subscribe, and Grimlock is out.